everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth, a holistic health and embodiment coach, and today we are diving into a topic that doesn't get talked about nearly enough, if you ask me, but it plays a huge role in your health, your relationships, your habits, and your daily decisions, and that's self-awareness and self-abandonment. We're going to go over understanding the difference between these two and learning how to recognize the patterns in your own life. This can change everything for you. But before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description box below that I left for how you can work with me and for all of the resources that I offer to help you improve your health and your overall well-being, including things like my one-on-one coaching program, my wellness monthly membership, my weekly wellness newsletter, discounts on all of my favorite wellness products, and so much more. Now, let's get into today's topic. Self-awareness is the conscious ability to observe yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your needs, and your behavior patterns without judgment. It's like being able to step outside of your own mind and body for a moment and check in with what's really going on. When you're in a state of self-awareness, you start to recognize things like why you react the way that you do in certain situations, what your triggers are, and how those triggers can affect your emotions and therefore your decision making, when something feels aligned or doesn't. Self-awareness is really the foundation of intentional living. Instead of living on autopilot, which, let's be honest, many of us do this in our daily lives without even realizing it, self-abandonment, on the other hand, is the opposite. It's when you disconnect from your own needs, feelings, or boundaries, usually to do things like keep the peace, or gain approval, or avoid discomfort, to name a few. It can look like saying yes when you want to say no, ignoring your body's signals because you tell yourself you don't have time, prioritizing everyone else's needs around you over your own, or silencing your own intuition to avoid conflict, or minimizing your dreams, pain, or desires so you don't cause problems with others. The thing is, many of us were honestly conditioned to self-abandon without even really realizing it. Especially for us women, this is an unfortunate, all too common behavior pattern that we sometimes have. Whether it's due to things like the upbringing you may have had, your societal or cultural norms, unrealistic expectations from either those around you or ones that you place on yourself. So let's look at how these two patterns can show up in your daily life. For self-awareness, you might notice your energy drop in the afternoon. So you would take a walk or rest instead of pushing through, for instance. You might feel anxious after scrolling social media, so you take a break from social media to give your nervous system a break. You would maybe realize a friendship that you have is draining you, so you create a healthy boundary. Self-abandonment, on the other hand, might look like you eat foods that leave you bloated because you don't want to inconvenience others. You say yes to plans or favors from others that you really don't want to do just to keep the peace or make others happy. You might push through your workouts even when your body is exhausted. You might stay silent in, say, a meeting even though something doesn't feel right to you. You may constantly seek external validation from others, ignoring your own inner knowing. Self-abandonment doesn't always look extreme. It can be very subtle. Things like skipping lunch because you're too busy, or brushing off a gut feeling because it's something that's uncomfortable for you to face. Do you do any of these things in your daily life? If so, let me know in the comments below. Your nervous system, your hormones, your digestion, sleep, they all respond to how connected or disconnected you are from yourself. Self-abandonment can lead to things like chronic stress and burnout, cause hormonal imbalances, anxiety or emotional eating patterns, poor sleep quality, have you feeling off, stuck, or unfulfilled. When you're disconnected from yourself, it really is hard to make aligned decisions, from small things like what to eat, how to move your body, or who you allow into your life, just to name a few. But when you're Grounded in self-awareness, you begin to build a life that supports your well-being, not just drains it. If you're realizing that you've been self-abandoning, first take a breath. You're not alone in this. Honestly, we've all done it. And the key is really to recognize it and to start to come home to yourself, to your true self on a soul level. Here are some of the steps that you can start to begin this shift. Daily check-ins. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What do I need in this very moment? Am I doing this out of alignment or obligation? Write your answers down, even if they feel messy. You can also reconnect with your body, because your body carries wisdom and you can connect to that at any time. Slow down and listen. Is your heart racing? Are your shoulders tense? Do you feel maybe numb, like you're just going through the motions or almost separate from your body? Are you feeling hungry, or are you just emotionally depleted? Does this feel nourishing to me or draining? Movement, breath work, or simply closing your eyes and placing one hand on your chest and another on your belly can help ground you in the moment. You can set micro boundaries. Start small. This can look like things like turning your phone off during meal times, saying, let me think about it, instead of saying yes right away to somebody, leaving events when your energy feels drained, instead of worrying about disappointing anyone. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. That's not realistic anyway. Just one shift at a time is a great starting point. Rewrite your story is another great one. Many self-abandonment habits come from old beliefs. Things like, if I take care of myself, I'm selfish. If I speak up, I'll be rejected. My needs aren't as important. Challenge those. Ask yourself, who taught me that? And is that actually true? You can try practicing self-validation. Try things like affirmations daily. You might say things like, my feelings matter too. My voice matters. It's safe for me to take up space and to be my authentic self. I honor myself by showing up with love and standing in my truth. Write these things down on Post-it notes if you need to, and place them all around your house as daily reminders to keep reminding yourself of this. The more you validate your own needs and realize your own sense of self-worth, the less you'll chase it from others. Reclaiming your health, your happiness, and peace really starts with one simple question. Am I honoring myself, or am I abandoning myself right now? The more often you choose to return to yourself with compassion and clarity, the more empowered, energized, and aligned you'll feel in your body, in your relationships, and in your life. And honestly, who doesn't want that? If this message resonated with you today, please like this video and consider subscribing if you find value in the content that I share on this channel, and share it with someone that you care about that you think might need this message today. It helps the channel grow so that more people can find it. And don't forget to check out the links below, again, for lots of helpful tools and resources to help you on your health and wellness journey. Always remember that your needs are just as important as everyone else's around you, and you deserve to feel both connected, cared for, and really seen. And that starts with you. This is your weekly reminder to do something today that brings you joy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.